The only reason why you are not having what you truly desire right now is because you are not consistent in believing that you can have it. You are not vibrating on the frequency consistently enough for you to be an energetic match to it and to draw it into your experience. You have to accept that you're not ready yet and look back in where you still think you don't deserve what you truly desire. So rejection is actually redirection until the process is complete. So you'll have to do it over and over and over again until you understand that you are not longer available to all of those things that are not serving you anymore, and to the new belief systems that you put out there in the universe, so the universe can arrange and rearrange and reorchestrate everything in order for you to get whatever it is that you want. And that's the only way. Watch the video. Hello everyone and welcome to A Woman's Empire. Thank you for watching. In regards of my post yesterday, I got a lot of questions as well and a lot of feedback that it is resonating with a lot of people at the moment. I wanted to have a closer look on what is going on. And if I speak from my personal experience at the moment as well, and the experiences of a lot of people around me or surrounding me, I have a feeling that a lot of them feel injustice. They feel that they have been putting out the work, that they've done their part, that they've done everything that they ought they could do, and that they experience this feeling of silence, of void, of wanting to do more and having the urge to do more rather than trusting the process. And to come back to rejection being redirection, actually, this is a very good example of a lot of things that are going on in the world, because we are in a global shift, which as well is affecting us all individually. And we need to understand that when there is a shift in paradigms, when there is a shift on a global scale, that this is as well indirectly affecting us as individuals, because all is connected. So what a lot of people are experiencing, for example, right now, is that they have a feeling that they're waiting on things that they think or that they feel that is theirs to have, and it's not showing up in their experience. So this can be, for let's keep my example, there has to be a reimbursement of something that I paid a long time ago, and I consistently keep on chasing it. So I consistently keep on calling, I keep on chasing it, but the more I put this intention into the world, the more I set the intention that I need to chase something that I believe is truly mine. So when I believe that something is truly mine, it doesn't make sense that I put into motion or I put into action that I'm chasing that specific thing, because that creates duality, that is creating actually contrast or is contradictory to what I believe. So when I set my intentions for already a long time, that I believe that I have to stay true to myself and things come easy for me and things come my way, they will not come my way if I'm not in a receptive mode, if I'm not willing to receive, but rather chase, which is actually very masculine and it's not very feminine. And on a global scale, we are entering, or we already entered a while ago, but we feel it much more intense in our physical bodies right now, that we are entering more of a feminine era where we are tending to take a step back, to slow down everything, to, for example, work from home, work mobile, and we do not need to chase anything anymore. But because our minds and because we grew up with a belief system that we have to work hard in order to survive, or that we have to survive in general, or that we have to protect ourselves in general, we never thought about or never looked back, like, where do these beliefs come from? Like, are they somewhere set in stone? Like, is there somebody who came here on earth and said, okay, I'm writing this in stone and this is how it's gonna be? Like, hell no. This is just bullshit. Like, these beliefs are things that we adapted from our parents, from our grandparents, who came from different times. And rather than looking at what is in front of us right now, what we are experiencing right now in this moment, and tapping into our feeling, we tend to live by these belief systems that were actually founded maybe years, maybe ages ago, but we never doubt them, or we never thought about them, like, is there a better way? And now that the world became very still, or that we had to stop and we had to slow down in the last year, a lot of people started really feeling and are like, is this really true? Because there has been so much evidence that apparently we can have board meetings online and we don't need all these physical offices anymore, because it's apparently as well all arranged and everything keeps on going whether we are physically in the office or not. Do we really need all these cars that we are driving and all these company cars? Because apparently we do not need to move ourselves physically anymore in order to get stuff done. And I mean, for me personally, I'm a very social being and I love to spend time with people, and I need physical contact as well. But these are all things that come from a sense of feeling, rather than a sense of having to go there and having to be there 9 to 5, or God knows which hours you are doing at the moment. So it comes from a desire again, rather than an obligation to a company, to a certain society, to a certain government. And these are really good things to question for yourself. Like, how would I actually, what does feel good to me? What resonates with me? And when I go to the stables, this for me is therapy, and I love to be there, and I love to be surrounded by horses. This is not something that I can do online. When I can give trainings, like educational trainings in how to use the technology, these are things I can do online, and they give me much more ease, because I can create tutorials, I can create content for people to make their lives as well easier. So, I mean, I think it's rather good to look at the moments that we feel the urge to do something, and question ourselves and ask ourselves, like, am I doing this because of a certain inspired action, or am I doing it because I feel guilty that I need to do something, rather than just sit with myself and feel like, okay, there is nothing I can do right now. I mean, there's tons of things I can do right now, but there's none of them that are resonating with what I feel at the moment. And is that okay? Like, can I just sit with that and be okay with the feeling that in this moment there is nothing else that I can do, or that I can do from inspired action, that I can do from a feeling, but that I would rather do to go and chase things, or because I think I need those customers and I need to trigger those customers again, because I think that is how it's done, because I feel that never is enough, and that I always have to add on more, and I have to do more in order to gain more, in order to receive more. Because if that is your current belief system, well, then I can tell you this: you're gonna get yourself in trouble very soon. And in trouble, I mean, this is why so many people now in the last years have had burnouts, have had depressions, because they've been crossing their own boundaries, because of expectations of others been put on them. And that is just nonsense. Why would you ever extend your own boundaries when it doesn't feel good anymore, in order to please others, or in order to think others will like you, or you will be getting the bonus, or you will be getting the promotion, or in order to gain more customers or whatever it is, or to be more loved by your partner or by relatives or friends. When all these things pile up, you get resentful towards these exact things that in the first place gave you happiness. And when you stay true to yourself and you only take inspired action because you really want to give yourself for that job or for that partner or for that friend, you do not expect anything back. And you actually tend to lean back more, feel whatever you are feeling, and from that feeling you take the inspired action rather than the contradictive ones in which you think the whole time that you should do a specific thing in order to feel good about yourself, because you being here on this earth is already more than good enough in order to get and receive everything that you desire. So I think we should have a second look on that, and I'm challenging you again in having a look at yourself at the moments that you feel uncomfortable with doing nothing at all, and ask yourself, where is that coming from? Is that me trying to convince myself that I have to do something because of an old belief system, or is that my gut feeling that is telling me to take inspired action? But what is it, inspired action? And since there's nothing coming up, it's probably my mind that is messing up with me again and trying to hold on to these old patterns. And this transformation and this shift, this will take a while to integrate. So if you are consistent to it and you keep on trusting yourself, and you can allow yourself to just take the time to slow down and sit with your feeling rather than going and chasing things, you will find that this is a much, much easier way, and you will not get burned out. You will not feel tired, and you will feel inspired in the process. So I'm encouraging you to have a closer look on your daily lives and slow down. Bye bye. Love you.